everybody, it's your girl V, and I am back yet again with another episode of LoveVeeTalks. Before we get started, you already know, please do not forget to follow your girl on Instagram and TikTok at LoveVeeTalks. And if you're interested in collaborating or promo, hit me up, lovevetalks@gmail.com. Thank y'all so much. It has been a wonderful year. I told y'all time and time again, I'm going to do better about uploading and talking to y'all every single week, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. 2025 is not gonna be any different. I love y'all so much. So today I think that this is a really good time to talk about investing in yourself, because the new year is approaching, and I know my family loves a good New Year's resolution. And honestly, like, if you're really serious about your goals, you're gonna start today or tomorrow, okay? But for my family that likes to set a New Year's goal, New Year's resolutions, I just want to say that 2025 is your year. Please take the time to invest in yourself. You are your biggest investment. If you don't see the value in yourself, then how do you expect other people to show up for you? When you don't value yourself, other people don't value you. So what you will experience on a regular basis is a reflection of what and who you are. So if I don't love myself, if I don't value myself, then how am I going to receive and, experience the love that I want if I don't do these things, if I don't invest in myself, if I don't love myself? And so the reason why I talk about it so much is because this is something that I used to struggle with for years. I didn't even realize that it was a problem. Well, let me not say I didn't realize it was a problem. It wasn't that I didn't realize it was a problem. I didn't realize that it was a pattern of not loving myself consistently. And so it showed in like relationships. It showed in how people treat me. It showed in how I was treated at jobs. It showed with just every aspect of my life. And so I wanted to change. I really didn't know where to start. But you got to start somewhere. And honestly, I ain't going to hold y'all. The first place that I started was looks. Because at one point, I didn't really put a lot of time and effort into my appearance. So makeup, hair. Now, I always keep my hair done. But finding a hairstyle that fits me, like fits my personality, fits my facial structure, all that stuff, right? And so I actually put in the time and the effort to learn that. I put in the time and effort to learn some color theory, like what colors look good on me, learning how to dress, and what shoes I can wear to match my lifestyle, like all that stuff, all these little parts. And so when I started to look better, I started to feel better. And then I was already in the gym, but I wasn't really consistent. And so I made a promise to myself, like, girl, I need to hit the gym. I need to have daily exercise. Even if I don't go to the gym, I need to exercise, even if that's walking every day. And so I started to walk every day. Granted, I did fall off for a while, but when I look at where I started to where I am now, oh my God, like the difference is insane. And when you start to implement those small changes, you start to really love who you are starting to become and who you currently are. It's such a beautiful experience. Like, not everything about it is fun and enjoyable, but you start to see what you can be. You start to notice that shift where you go from, oh, I can't do this, to like, actually, I might be able to do that. I might. You might not be fully there to where you're like, oh yeah, I can take on the world. But when you start implementing small changes, everything starts to change in your life. Maybe slowly, some quicker than others, but it just depends on what your needs are, where you currently are, things like that. So don't get discouraged. I think a good prime example of this is how some people look up to celebrities, people who are in the limelight, in the public eye, and they think, oh my God, they have their life together. But unfortunately, sometimes a lot of them like struggle with romantic relationships because they struggle with self-love, they struggle with self-image, they struggle with how they view themselves. Hence why when you view yourself a certain way, no matter how much money you make, no matter how many people like you or whatever, like if you don't value yourself, other people won't necessarily see the value in you. So I think a prime example of this, because we think that a lot of celebrities are people who have status and power. They view themselves very highly. They may view themselves very highly when it comes to the world of making money or being successful, but they don't necessarily like look at themselves that way when it comes to relationships. So you'll see that they have really bad relationships, and people think, oh, people throw themselves at you all the time, like, oh, you have it all together, but that's not true. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is because that's an example of that your inside world is a reflection of your outer. You may be stronger in other areas, but in some you may struggle, and a lot of that, you know, can be like, it can all be fixed. So I know that, you know, a lot of people reach out to me, and it's really heartbreaking to see the amount of people who weren't taught how to love themselves. And although, you know, parents a lot of times try their best, they don't know what it looks like to teach their kids how to love themselves, or maybe they had a hand in, you know, the detriment of their kids by being abusive, by not being there. You know, like, parents and how you were raised has a huge impact on your self-image and how you feel about yourself and how you view yourself in the world, right? And so you are your biggest investment. And so this is not the time to feel sorry for ourselves. This is the time. You have so much space and opportunity. There is so much material out there. There is so much to learn that if you don't take it, you're a fool. And this is from somebody that was a fool. I'm telling you, like, there's so much information at the palm of our hands when it comes to making money, when it comes to learning how to do better for yourself, and, you know, all these motivational speakers and listening to their stories. We have no excuse. It's time to wake up, baby. Do you know you have 30 minutes? 30. You have 30 minutes. Get it together, friend. It's okay to have your days. Like, nobody's telling you that this journey is going to be like a linear experience, because growth is not a linear experience. It is something where you may take 10 steps forward but 5 back, but you are getting there. And if you take those 5 steps back and you look at them as not actual 5 steps back, when I think of setbacks, I think of opportunities to learn. I think of opportunities to do better. They're really not setbacks. They're unfavorable, yes. They're not fun, yes, but they're not necessarily setbacks. So I'm going to give y'all, like, true story, y'all. So I wanted to start doing events. I wanted to start hosting my own events for my podcast. I'm going to have my listeners come see me in person, because I love y'all. You feel me? And so, never did it before. Y'all, I got scammed real bad. Like, real bad. So I had everything, like the caterer, I had the venue, so I thought I had what I was going to wear and vendors and all this stuff, right? And what I was going to talk about and who was going to be, like, speaking at the event, right? And so, y'all, I planned for months and months and months. And when the day before it came, right? And so the guy that I had been communicating with, talking to, you know, who I booked the venue with, he ain't been responding for real, because I wanted to do, like, another walkthrough. Like, okay, I want to make sure I have the setup right for my guests. And so he wasn't responding. Calling, texting, nothing. Child, let me tell you, girl. So the night before my event, somebody had texted me and was like, hey, he's in jail, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, sorry to hear that. But I'm thinking to myself, like, girl, I need the keys to get in the building. Hey, I got 30 minutes. So I'm like, okay, well, keys, assistant, something. I need to talk to somebody because I paid my money. It's booked and it's happening. Like, ain't no rescheduling. So I didn't hear anything else that night. And I'm pretty sure it was him because he was a scammer. Couldn't find out he was scamming folks. Had people booked on the same day for baby showers, events and stuff. And was scamming them. Like, he did not have them booked. And so They ended up getting shut down. But anyway, so the morning of, because I didn't hear from them anymore, the morning of, I hit him up again on like the actual website that I met him on, and so his assistant had called me, and she told me like, yeah, he been scamming, blah blah blah, like this has been going on. So yeah, I'm talking to the assistant. I'm like, okay, thank you for calling me. What's the next step? Because I have an event in a few hours and something gotta give. And so she's just like, well, I don't have the money, but I didn't handle that. He was booking and I was just answering questions of like clients and stuff like that. And so y'all, this is the day of my event, the day of the morning, and I'm like, okay, so gotta come up with a plan, y'all. I was panicking, but my friend was here to help me, and like all the girls, shout out to y'all, like Leah, Kiki, Taylor, Sade. Like I appreciate y'all real bad, because y'all were soldiers in helping me and getting this together in the last minute. So I'm hitting up all these venues the day of, and finally found a place, and it came out perfect. It was a photography studio. She didn't have anybody booked that day. She like, well, I can stay at my man house. She like, oh, you need my place? Bet. I'm gonna stay at my man house. So she got her money and was good. Shout out to you, girl, because shout out to you. Cleaned up the place for me and everything. But moral of the story is, I saw the value in myself, and I could have given up and felt sorry for myself and not done anything about it and been like, I'll give everybody their money back. But I saw the value in what I was doing and what I wanted to represent, and the lives that I wanted to touch. And I saw how valuable what I had to offer was to the world. And so, in order for people to see the value, they have to see the value that I put into myself and what I represent. And so many people were so like happy that I still did the event, and they were like reaching out to me and told me that what I was doing was so great, and they really enjoyed themselves, and it made me so happy, y'all. Like it made me so happy and so emotional, because I had a vision and I executed it. But what I'm telling you is, now is the time. Now is the time for you to choose yourself. Now is the time to choose your passion. Ain't no lollygagging. There are no excuses. We have so much space and opportunity. Whatever you do with that, you do with that. But just know that whatever you decide to do with that, your life is going to reflect that decision, good or bad. So we have to make a choice. Everything that you do can be hard, but it's about choosing your hard, period. People say, oh, it's so hard to go back to school, but it's like, if you really want to be a nurse, if you really want to be an engineer, baby, that's a temporary hard versus you not ever getting it and you being stuck in a situation that you don't like. You don't like it. Like, it makes no sense, friend. Like, you got to choose your heart. It's not about, make things being easy, because nobody said that change was easy. Nobody said that it was going to be easy, but it's harder to live a life of regret. It's harder to live in something that you don't want. You feel me? Like, we just have way too much opportunity, so much information at the palm of our hands. I said that I wanted to be an influencer, and so I just picked up my camera and was like, okay, bet, like, I want to start doing collabs with different brands and different companies. And you know what I've been doing? Collaborating with different brands and different companies. No excuses, friend. I didn't know a thing about really being a content creator. I've seen what it looks like for other people, but I didn't know what that looked like for me. And sometimes I still don't know. And so if this is something that I want to do, then everything is content. Everything is content. Make it. Whatever it is. Everything. The world is your oyster. Period. No excuses. Like, hello. Make it happen. But I love y'all so much. Love yourself. Love everybody around you. Stay strong. Stay encouraged. Write out your goals, friend. Like, if you don't know what you look like in the future, if you don't know what you want to look like in the future, look at your past. Look at where your current circumstances are and start from there and figure out, okay, well, I don't like my job, so I get another job, or I can start my business. Okay, I don't like how I dress, so let me learn about, dressing better. Or, okay, well, I don't like my body, so let me get a trainer, or let me go to the gym, or let me go for a walk every day. We have so much opportunity that there is literally no excuse. I love y'all so much. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Show me some love. Can y'all show me that y'all want me to be here? Because, like, I really want to be here, and y'all got to act like y'all want me to be here. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow your girl on Instagram and TikTok and Lemonade at LoveVeeTalks. And if you're interested in promo, collaborating with me, holla at your girl. If you want me to interview you, I can't even talk. But if you want me to interview you, hit me up, loveveetalks@gmail.com. Until next time, y'all. Bye.